Greetings, someone's in the room. Welcome, welcome. Just waiting to see who else gonna show up. Hi, welcome. Come on in, take a seat. Take a seat. Greetings. Hey, who's that? Kareem? Welcome. Yes. Y'all ladies, every one of y'all, are y'all members of the uglygirlsclub.com? Have y'all all submitted your applications for membership into the club? Ladies only, of course. If you haven't, do that. If you haven't, and you have thought about submitting your testimonials to be included in the Ugly Girl Survival Guide book, that manuscript is at the editors now. So y'all gotta hurry up and get your stories in if you're planning on doing that, and you want to immortalize yourself in a book and put your testimony in there to encourage other women. I invite you to do that. Info at theuglygirlsclub.com. Submit your story. It doesn't have to be a page, a couple of lines of just, how being a part of this coalition has changed your life, and what have you done? What have you seen progress in your life since coming into this sisterhood? I don't like to call it a sisterhood because I don't know how I feel about that, but it is a sisterhood. So submit that. Don't wait on that. Do that today. If you're planning on doing that, do that today. And send a good picture in, a good headshot in, where we can see your lovely face. Preferably one that doesn't cut off your head would be nice. And yeah, so become a part of this movement here and to help other women. Listen, we are helping women here. We are helping women heal over here. We are helping ugly women, unattractive women, matronly women, however you want to say unattractive. There's a million ways to say it, right? Plain Janes. I guess there are kinder ways to say unattractive or ugly. So however you want to put it, right? But this is the Ugly Girls Club. I notice you are truly the essence of everything you paint. Oh, is that right? Well, it's my stories. When I paint, I am telling my stories. So my soul is in the work. These are my art pieces back here. For those of you who are on here for the first time, and I'm an artist, an author, a poet, a relationship expert, not a level up coach, not a divester from black men, a spiritual advisor, life coach. So, and I am the founder and the ambassador of the Ugly Girls Club, UGC for short. And I created this coalition of women who are misfits of society, who have been rejected a lot of times by even our own families, friends, lovers, mothers, and all that kind of stuff. I've created this coalition to help this segment of the population who's really underserved and don't have any representation out here. And I wanted to help us heal in a way that's not so focused on the outer shell, because I feel other people have that part down better than I can. Only because I'm not interested in that, because I come from a beauty background too. I had a salon for over 12 years, licensed cosmetologist, all of that. So the beauty thing I know about professionally. So if I wanted to pivot and go there, I could easily do that, but that's not where my head is at anymore, because I realize no matter how attractive you look on the outside, your heart can still be hurting. You can still have feelings of depression and even suicidal thoughts, feelings of self-doubt and wondering what your life is for. Why are you living? Trying to find a reason to live. Trying to find a reason to not take your life. And this is what I know is that a lot of women battle. So I'm approaching this thing called healing from a place of internal cleansing, sort of, if you for lack of a better word, because I feel that's where the true healing begins. So this is for those of y'all who are interested in becoming members of the club. Go to the site, go to the Ugly Girl Stories page, and read what other women are saying. Read what they are saying in their own words about how this coalition has changed them and how the information they've received uh, through me. I wouldn't even say it's from me, but through me, because this is a spiritual thing for me, has really been able to turn their lives around and get them away from fretting and the constant feeling of not being good enough. And that's the whole goal. So y'all, there's a lot there's a lot of stuff going on. 2020 is interesting. It's interesting for mental health, especially because ever since this pandemic, and I guess even before that, but I think that this pandemic has exacerbated issues of mental instability in a lot of people. We are finding people are capable of doing things that we never thought they were capable of because they've been locked down and don't have the normal outlets or the normal or the access, the regular access to their vices in order to quell their discontentment. They feel trapped and there's no outlet, and people are going crazy. The other day, I didn't watch all of it, but from what the headlines say, Kanye admitted that the movie Get Out was about him. I was like, what? He said, y'all know the movie Get Out was about my life. My wife is trying to get me locked up. She's trying to get doctors to lock me down and all kinds of other stuff he admitted to publicly after he had what it looks like maybe a bipolar episode of some sort. It was interesting. It was interesting to say the least. A cry for help, maybe. He's not been the same since marrying and being with Kim. He's not been happy. I would even say he doesn't look like he's been happy in a really long time since being in this relationship with Kim. Now, a lot of people speculate that she's a witch, that they are covens, they cast spells, or all the men that get a little taste of Kardashian go a little nuts, so bozo the clownish. I mean, I don't know. All of these things are rumors, right? Rumors for the most part. But he looks like he has not been happy in a very, very long time. And something has happened to him. Since he got into the hospital and they forced medications on him and all that stuff, something has changed about this man. He's fragmented. So now he has basically admitted to the whole world that he's having issues with his wife. I assume the divorce filings are coming next. If they're not, I don't know. I don't like where do you go from there after that kind of public humiliation? Basically, your husband is saying that you've bewitched me, you've condemned me, you've cursed me. That's basically what he said. How do you come back from that? I don't know. Do we blame it on his illness, on his mental state? Maybe so, but I just don't know where you go from there, because he's leaving behind a legacy. His children are going to grow up with playing the tape of their father saying, your mother's trying to kill me. So there's that part. There's that part, which was interesting to say the least. Listen, UGC, I have said before, I know a lot of y'all, we talk honestly here. A lot of y'all feel useless and really worthless because you're not attractive enough for these men to want to fuck you. And I gotta say it raw like that because you gotta hear it in an honest way, not in a poetic way, not in a metaphoric way, but in an absolute truth kind of way. A lot of you are upset that you are not fuckable to these men. And because of that, you think that your whole entire life, the sum total of your whole life adds up to zero. And this is creating a lot of emotional anguish in a lot of you. But when you look at people like, look at Kanye, he's a perfect example. He has stated publicly that Kim was his dream girl. Kim Kardashian was a woman he had wanted his whole entire life. I mean, he had made statements, sentiments of his love and adoration and reverence for having this woman in his life. And look where he's at now. A couple of years later, prescription meds, clinically diagnosed mental disorders, image issues, because when he was on, not Media Takeout, what was it? What's the other one? Y'all know who I'm talking about. The one who always breaks the stories. Y'all know who I'm talking about. When he was on there, he talked about how he had image issues. He thought he was too fat, and he started taking meds or something to lose weight, and that's when he started the decline. So the pressure to look a certain way got to him too. Y'all, when I say that this thing, yes, TMZ. I don't know why I couldn't remember that. TMZ. When I say this thing called vanity is kind of cause of all of our crosses, I know I've simplified it so much that it's just that you're saying to yourself, it can't be that. It can't be as simple as that, so because it has to be something else. Maybe they put something in the water. Maybe they're polluting the air. Maybe some sort of genetic mutation we haven't found out about yet or anything like that. It's really not. It's really not at the end of the day. Vanity is what gets men into relationships with women who don't care about them. And vanity is also what gets women into relationships with men who objectify, fetishize, and treat them as subhuman human beings also. It skews our perception of reality. We don't realize what's real anymore. All we care about is what we see. All we care about is what we see. So we have our brothers on one end saying, let's go to the DR, or, don't marry an American black woman because, they're going to take all your money, divorce you, take all your money, use you. They don't really love you. They don't really want you. So they go over to the DR and they exploit women over there for some coconut water and I don't know, some homemade bread, right? Just to avoid getting hurt and used. That's what they're doing. They're taking plane trips outside of the U.S. to use them. And then we have women our women on this spectrum that, we're divesting, we're putting our feet down, we're deciding to say a big F you to these men, and we're gonna fuck the traitors. We're gonna fuck the descendants of slaveholders and everything, just to put the aha in your face. To one up you and to level up ourselves, We're going to go to the enemy who wants to kill you. How about that? Who gets the last laugh there? And I'm going to have babies to wipe you off the face of the earth. I'm going to whitewash my genes, right? I'm going to make sure I have little soft hair mulatto kids so that somebody like you will be erased from the genetic pool. This is what black girls are doing over here, you know. And why are they doing that? Because y'all are saying my nappy hair, my big nose, my dark skin is not where it's at. So I got to make sure my offspring, my progeny, doesn't feel the sting of low class, low status that I have felt. I don't want my children to experience that. So I'm going to make sure I mix my genes so that they don't have these psychological issues that I have, that you have given me. So this is what's going on with us. This is what's going on with us. And vanity has us running behind people who don't care. You men who watch my channel, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. A lot of you guys, I got a lot of lurkers on here. I have a lot of fans. A lot of you guys are private, quiet fans. Because you know what I'm saying is true. But you can't come forth and admit that you rock with me because you be on the Manosphere channel talking about black women ain't this and that and the other. So you can't serve two masters. So you quietly rock with me. I get all that. I get all of that. But what I'm telling you guys is if you don't start being a little more conscientious before the fact, you will be victimized too. Because don't think for a second them little hungry assholes in the DR ain't scamming you too. It just don't feel that way because it's a 6 to 1 US exchange rate. So you don't feel like you're being robbed. But at the same time, you're not any more loved. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know as the island girl I am too. I'm in solidarity here. Because my lineage is U.S. and Caribbean based. I'm ADOS and not ADOS too. I'm both. My family line is in the Schomburg. You can read about my family lineage in the Schomburg right now. There's books about my family line right there. So when I don't have a vested interest on one side over the other. I'm putting it all together. Black American women are disrespected, and we are the ones giving everybody pride in themselves. It's you, Black American woman, that's giving the pass for the African woman to wear her natural hair. You're the one that told her she's beautiful the way she is. Who's wearing dashikis? Black Americans. I'm black and I'm proud. That's us. That's us right here. Right here. We're giving everybody an identity and a reason to love themselves. And we get slapped in the face. We're nothing because of it. It's a mess. It's a mess, and we gotta clean up the mess. We gotta clean up the mess. Do men really care about being loved? I can't answer that here. That's for the catacombs. That's for the catacombs. Divested women won't let their daughters bring home a black man so they can't have their mixed daughters. No. I was raised around women like that, ruined my self-esteem growing up. V, you were raised around women who were colorists? Is that what you're saying? I honestly respect women and respect the views that you give. That's my reason for watching you. And it's also works both ways, that there are a lot of men that have been damaged as well. I always say that. I think I'm one of the few that really, I have no problem admitting that men are fraudulent when it comes to this thing called emotional balance or emotional intelligence, and this assumption that they have some monopoly on making conscientious decisions that aren't emotionally driven. Men are as emotional as women, and arguably in some ways a little more, because for a woman to give you, she's thinking about it. For a woman to give, it's not just your looks wouldn't be the sole reason for a woman to give you anything. She's thinking about why she's giving you her vagina, her money, you know, her babies. Like women are plotters. So it's very hardly ever a woman that just gives, you know, just because. She's thought it through. She's just like she thinks about what she's gonna wear on a date, or what is she's thinking about if she's gonna have sex with you tonight. Women think things through. You know, our problem as women is the self-esteem part. Because as much as we think things through, we could think ourselves into our own demise too. We think about what y'all think. We sit down and say, you know, I know he really doesn't like me, but you know, I got a mean head. If he just get this sloppy head, maybe I could turn him around. I don't know. I'm gonna give him time. I know he don't like me right now, but I'm gonna give him a little time. You know, I'm gonna be real cute. I'm gonna be as cute as I could be, and I'm gonna give him a little time. See if I could turn that around. Maybe if I give him some money, I help him pay that rent. I know he said he had that loan he had to pay. You know, I'm gonna surprise him and help him pay that bill. Maybe he'll love me then. So we know women, for the most part, I'm telling you dudes this, the women that you are using know that you don't care. It's that she doesn't care enough to do anything about it. That's usually what it is. Unless she's really fragmented and on the side of functionally crazy, which, you know, we have people like that really should be on medication. For the most part, women know. We do. We just feel like, okay, well, what can I do about it? I'm powerless. Okay, I know, but what can I do? So that's the problem. That's the problem there. And what I want to remind my UGC girls is that it's okay to be intelligent. It's okay to be emotionally intelligent. It's okay to say no. It's okay to wait. It's okay if someone makes you an offer. If you're not sure of what to do, it's okay to say, you know what? I don't know right now. Give me some time and then I'll know. Right now, I don't know whether it's yes or no. That's the best that I can do for you at this time. You gotta learn to shut it down real nice. Instead of feeling like you're under pressure to perform and conform and all that stuff. That's what happens with us. When we're low tiers, we're low on the tier. We're not top tier, we're low. We're on the bottom tier. And as bottom tiers, bottom feeders, whatever you want to call it, we are under this assumption that compliance is the way we climb. We're under an assumption that doing what people tell us to do puts us in a higher position, makes them care about us, makes them respect us. And that's not the way this thing goes. That's just not how this thing goes. We have to wash, you know, that illusion out of our minds too. There's a delusion about status, and I talk about this so much because y'all, you know, we are indoctrinated with this delusion of status. Okay, this one's down here, and this girl is in the middle, and that one's up here, you know, and they are actually better than you. They're actually better than you, and we believe it. Look what Nick Cannon just admitted to. He admitted that he thought about committing suicide. Ain't that what Nick Cannon said the other day? Yeah, I thought about jumping off a bridge or whatever it was. And you're thinking to yourself, well, God, he's good looking, he's talented, he's a multi-millionaire, mogul, self-made businessman, this and that and the third, young, whatever, six-pack abs and all this kind of stuff. What, suicide? How? Why? Listen, I want you to listen to me. Status is an illusion. Status, I want you to listen to me, UGC. Listen. Status is an illusion. It's held together by emotions. No one can be better than you without your participation, without your agreement that they are. That's what status is. Status is, I declare that I'm better than you, and you agree. I can't declare I'm better than you by myself. I need you to agree that I am. That's pretty much what status is. The other day I was watching some stuff with the Epstein case and that Ghislaine Maxwell that they just arrested, which was his partner in crime. The woman that was actually recruiting all these young girls to do massages on the Lolita Express, on the damn airplane that they were trafficking kids. Listen, this sex trafficking thing is $1 billion business. This sex trafficking thing making more money than selling crack, cocaine, and all kinds of stuff. This is the $1 billion business. Selling vagina and tail and buttholes is the biggest business out. But when I was looking at the documentary they had about Ghislaine and her life and just who she was as a person, the statement was that she was high society. She came from a very rich, well-to-do family. They said she was very, very well educated. She was personable, very a light-hearted personality. She had a nice sense of humor, very charismatic. She wasn't aggressive. She was intelligent, unassuming, very conservative, right? So when you talk to her, and then top it off, she had the little British, high society British accent, right? So when you talk to her, you're not thinking that she's a pimp. That'd be the last thing you think, because she's well dressed, she's educated, she's not flamboyant, she's very feminine, very conservative, very reserved, very polite, accommodating, and charitable, and all the things that we assume someone who's higher than a thief would be. And with all of that, she would circle around, neighborhoods, looking for young girls who looked like they were impoverished, and say, listen, you want to come up? I got the level up for you. I have a level, and it's an easy job. You don't even have to think about anything. All you have to do is bring your pretty face. 30-minute massage, you get $200. You don't even have to overthink it. Don't tell your parents anything like that. They'll be happy that you're able to help pay the rent or get them out of this trailer park. I'm trying to help you get out of the trailer park. And because she had the nice accent, upper crust accent, Clean suits, nice smile, polite mannerisms, non-aggressive. They thought, oh, I can trust her. She wouldn't lead me to slaughter. She's not the Pied Piper. Look at her. I mean, she talks so well. She's so educated and well dressed. She doesn't look like a slut to me. And when she lured these girls in, these 14 and 15 and 16-year-old girls into Epstein's little love you long time room, she tells them, go, oh, look, just take your pants off. Yeah, he said to go ahead, take your pants, take your pants off. Don't worry about it. Oh, you're acting shy. It's no big deal. Just take your pants off. Just take it off. And these girls standing there like, okay, what the fuck? What happened here? I thought it was just a massage. But because Ghislaine was so unassuming, not non-aggressive, upper echelon, right? Comes from money, looks like money, driving a nice car, proper diction, vast vocabulary, and all, and white. Let's not forget that, and white. She couldn't be a pimp. And she lured these girls. She assigned these girls to affluent men for a price. She was the one that got the girls for Epstein. Epstein wasn't going out fishing around. She was the face of it. Why was she the face of it? Because she's the mother archetype. She's an older woman, kind, educated. What could she lead me into? So when I say status, the hierarchy, for the most part, is a scam. It's an illusion. It's delusional. Y'all are thinking that these people have some sort of, I don't know, monopoly on morality because they have money, or because they have looks, or whatever they have. Well, whatever, it's either money, looks, status, whatever it is. You think that they are better than you. Because of this. Because of the presentation. This woman probably didn't curse when she talked to these girls. Oh, listen, I'm going to help you. I see you're struggling here, and you know what? My heart goes out to you. I'm a woman, and I understand what it's like to be, to not have the things that you need. And I want to help you be the best woman that you can be. I'm sure that's the kind of shit that she was telling me. And because she was a woman, with higher status, you just feel like, okay, she's not lying to me. She doesn't have an agenda or an ulterior motive. And that's us in a nutshell. That is us in a nutshell. Believing in the theater. Believing in the pageantry. Believing in the presentation. It's a joke, y'all. It is a joke. All of it. It's theater. All of it. They have ambassadors from other countries, rich people, Arabs, big money that invest in the underground trade of slaving women and children. Yes, it's a $1 billion business. Peddling flesh is making more money than anything else now. Making more money than anything else now. It's an easy business to get into because there's so many women who need a dollar. You're never going to be without staff because there's so many women needing a dollar. And now more than ever, this is what This is what the OnlyFans thing is about. And if y'all think some of these girls ain't tricking off face to face, I don't know what boat. You go back on the boat you came in on, because there's that. That's the opener. That's the soft sell. Oh, you ain't got to do nothing until someone offers you the right amount, and then you're doing something. Oh, you don't even have to see them until someone offers you the right amount, and you're going to see him somewhere. So y'all, I mean, that's what it is. That's what it is. It's a sell or be sold kind of thing. It's either you're selling or you're being sold by something, and you got to figure out which end of the spectrum are you being sold or are you selling? Somebody's selling you some delusions, and either you're buying it or you selling somebody else something. It's one or the other. One or the other. A lot of these men now, saying that, they're advising men not to marry Black American women. I'm hearing that's the big tea. They're spilling that tea. Don't marry her. And to counter that, I'm saying don't have sex with them. Not having sex with men ends all probabilities of manipulation. You want to be sure not to get got. Close your goddamn cervix. That's how we do that. Oh, they not marrying? Then you gotta be like, oh, that's how we do it? Close sesame. Close it. Because if your agenda is to protect your money, guess what I gotta do? You're willing to make sure that I do without to protect your interests, right? And somehow y'all guys are selling that as nobility. That's noble. That's a guy who's a thinker. He's being smart. He's protecting himself. And women, on the other hand, who hold out, what are we? We're delusional. We're waiting for nothing. We're gonna be cat ladies. What else? Y'all hear it? As much as these men say they ain't marrying y'all have to counter that by saying, well, we not having sex with nobody neither. Because if you got to protect your bank account, guess what? I got to protect my bank account too. Because what I got running between my knees is a bank account also. It's a bank account. You got to deposit something into there too. So one isn't more important than the other here. One isn't more important than the other. Most women practice hypergamy. No, not in Western countries, unfortunately. No, ain't nobody doing hypergamy. Everybody's hoping for the best. You opening your legs, hoping for the best. That's what most women are doing here. That's what most women are doing here. If you say you want to be a girlfriend, some of these dudes are like, you asking for too much. Just to be a girlfriend, and that ain't even shit. That's a handshake. A girlfriend is just a chick he see with a handshake. That's not no real commitment either. You open your knees before you get the handshake too. Hello? Y'all opening your knees before you even get a handshake or a ham sandwich. Oh, I hope. Hypergamy? Shit. I wish we did. If we was really doing hypergamy, it'd be arranged marriages going on out here. That's how you do hypergamy. Let's get the contracts together. Let's sit down, family and family, and get the contract. How much land you got? My daughter's a virgin. You know that's $100,000 stipend off the rip. Before we even talk about add-ons and if she has children or a son for you, we're talking 100 G's off the rip for some untainted snatch. Yeah, that's how much it goes for. So we negotiating for the rest. Ain't nobody practicing hypergamy here. You practicing hope. That's what women over here in America practice. Hope. Thank you, Patty, for the donation. So it's not hypergamy. These guys talk about hypergamy like they got money. And most of these dudes talking that shit ain't even got 6 months worth of savings in their bank account. What are we talking about here? There's a lot of delusion going on. Oh, she just want my money. What money? What money? Where? You working two jobs and the tax man taking half of that at the end of the year. What money? We're not practicing hypergamy. Requiring a dude to pay for dinner is not hypergamous. That's a courtesy. That's expecting him to be courteous and charitable. Being charitable is not hypergamous. We're talking two different things. What women are asking for here is just to be charitable. And we can't even get that without a want complaint. Without a complaint. Listen, y'all, stop opening your legs for hopes, wishes, and dreams. Stop opening your knees for hopes, wishes, dreams, suppositions, innuendos, story time, storytelling. Stop opening your legs for all of that. You're going to share my link on the platform? Please do. They want to take you for a coffee break. Yeah, it's a lot of that. Let's go to Starbucks. Because I see it all in these dating sites and stuff when these dudes talking about first dates. It ain't got to be nothing elaborate. Let's just go run for coffee and croissant. Let's go get a beer and go to the park. What else? Let's get a smoothie and I don't know. Do a hayride somewhere or ride around the block. Come on, I'm gonna go take you for a smoothie, and he just rides 5 miles an hour around the block a few times, and that's spending time or whatever it is. Okay. If all it is if we're doing a smoothie time, then what y'all need to do is just not get dressed up. Like whatever effort he puts in, you match it. If it's just a coffee run, you go there in your slippers and your house coat. That's how you got to do that. Any dude asks you to go for a coffee at goddamn Starbucks, go in your house slippers and your house coat. Goddamn robe, whatever you want to call it, with rollers in your hair and everything. That's how you do that. Effort for effort. Match the effort. Are you the pimp or are you going to be pumped? One or the other. They taking women for pre-date to test their vibe. All right. Oh, so that's what it is, a pre-date. A pre-date? And do you ever get to a date after the pre-date? I generally feel, like this. Anybody who's that, a dude that's concerned about losing to the point where he just wants to take you for coffee, has already mapped out in his head what you're worth. That's just how I feel. He's already quantified how much effort you're worth by suggesting a pre-date. So I don't know if any who gets to the 5-star dinner after the Starbucks coffee. Like does the 5-star dinner come after that? Because if you agreed to the pre-date coffee at Starbucks, you also set a precedence of how much effort needs to be made to get a little bit of your time. You set a precedence there. He's looking at you and go, well, your face is, I ain't got nothing to do this weekend, but you go grab a coffee and get few little laughs or whatever. I ain't doing nothing else. Sheila ain't answering the phone right now, so I might as well go ahead and get this. I don't know what it's gonna be. So it's effort. There's effort. He's already saying, I don't really think, or I don't want to do too much for you. I don't want to do too much for you. So that's what it is. And listen, it's their right. It's a man's right to decide what he wants to spend and if he wants to spend that and all that kind of stuff. But it is also your right to go, sir, no. Whenever you feel motivated to do something a little bit more than a coffee, let me know. I'm always here. I'm usually free on the weekend, so whenever you want to do something else besides coffee, give me a call. That's how you answer that. You don't go, okay, and knowing that you feel insulted, a little displaced. Knowing that you feel like, well, damn, that's all you want to do. You don't agree to nothing in your mind. You going, well, what's the point? And it's not necessarily about, and I've always said this on this channel, it's not necessarily about how much is being spent. It's the effort put into it. It's the effort that you put into things. A coffee is no effort at all. That's a oh by the way kind of date. That's I have nothing else to do. I'm bored. Meet me down here at the Starbucks. I'm lonely. I ain't got nobody to talk to. That's a no pressure date. It's a no obligation date, which is all fine. Which is all fine. But I would say to you as a woman, you have a choice on whether you want to agree to that or not. To me, a dude that starts with low effort, that's what he's going to give you. That's what he's going to give you. You're not getting 5-star after no Starbucks. Who's doing that? You know what you get after Starbucks? Maybe Applebee's. Maybe Olive Garden. Maybe Tony Roma. Maybe Red Lobster. But you ain't getting no 5-star. That's not it. That's not it. You set the bar. You set the bar. You let them know. You let them know. Well, yeah, it takes a lot of time because they want you to look cute. You can't come there looking all haggard and everything. You got to come looking like you're ready to fuck. I mean, that's because you're the entertainment. So you have to come and entertain him with your beauty. That's what you got to come there doing. You can't come there looking like no effort. You can't come there looking like what he's doing, which is the Starbucks is no effort. You can't come looking like no effort. Because then he'll be offended. Well, damn, you couldn't even dress. I mean, I know it's just a venti and shit. I know I'm just buying you a venti and a croissant, but you could at least put some shoes on. That's what he'll be thinking in his mind. So these men understand. They understand effort. They appreciate effort. They appreciate effort. I'm not finna buy a damn thing with a potential romantic partner. Do you know how much energy it takes to entertain a man? A lot. A feminine lounge says it takes a lot of energy to entertain men. It listen. Oh Lord, everything is so convoluted now. Everything is, you know why it's convoluted? Because everybody's pretending to care, pretending to be interested. I mean, you don't have to like me, but you can at least show interest. I don't expect you to like me if you don't know me, right? But at least, put some level of interest into the thing. And we can't even get that. Dude hooping and hollering out of, because he spent I don't know, what, 80, 90, $100, what, 200, I don't know, on a date. He got buyer's remorse before he even bought you. How you gonna have buyer's remorse and you ain't even bought nothing yet? The dudes want coffee because they got buyer's remorse. And y'all not even together yet. He's like, I don't even like you. The coffee is saying, I don't really like you. That's what the coffee is. That's what it is. I think in the midst of the pandemic, some women were accepting less, as that's all they thought there was. What they really should have been doing is staying at home and working on self. I mean, yes. Pandemic or not, money is still being made, y'all. Do not believe the hype. Don't submerge yourself in all these hard luck cheese line stories out here. People are making money. People are making money out here, and you want to ride on that frequency. You want to ride on that frequency. Listen, men bank on your compassion. And your compassion, your empathy is usually exploited by men. Men come on this channel all the time. Well, Sel, because you're not being fair. I don't have to be. My point of view is not a point of view that's stated to be fair. It's a point of view to state a fact, not to be fair. But they said, well, Sel, because you're not being, I think you're being one-sided. One-sided. I think you're being one-sided about things. Oh, and aren't all the men that you watch one-sided about things too? I've never heard a commentary from any man on YouTube or in real life that was ever fair and balanced. It's always one-sided. But women are expected to be fair. And you know what that fairness is? For the most part, let's put the fairness men want you to be into context. The fairness that he wants you to be is look beyond his flaws. Look beyond what he wants versus what he actually has deserved, what he actually has put into the relationship. Give him the benefit of a doubt. Hello? Give me the benefit of a doubt. I know you see certain things, but you don't really see what you're seeing. You're really internalizing. That's their favorite word. Big word, according to Willie Williams, right? You're internalizing your hurt and your pain. And you're placing it on me unfairly, even though you're seeing what you're seeing. Your fairness and your empathy will be exploited. And that's just what it is. Your job as a woman is not to be fair. No. Your job as a woman is not to be fair. Your job as a woman is to make sure you come out this thing unscathed. To make sure you are not exploited out of your Fruit of the Looms. For some goddamn box of garanimals out here. A lot of y'all fucking for a box of garanimals. He don't even give you money for douche. You got to find your douche money all on your own. And like I said in the post before, like a lot of y'all got to start, you need to start writing off your little douche bill on your tax returns too. Your vagina been a charity. A goddamn non-profit. That's what the fuck your vagina is, a goddamn non-profit. Write it off. UGC, we ain't got time for this bullshit. Do not let these men play your compassion. You know who you have compassion and empathy for? Babies, cripples, retards, and the dead. That's who you have compassion for. Anybody who can't walk, feed themselves, or ain't alive. Let's light a candle for them. Let's say a prayer for them. Let's donate to them. We ain't got time for the bullshit, UGC. I'm only here for us. Pretty girls come sneaking in, trying to get the tea and to go back and manipulate you guys. Sorry, this is a public channel, so I can't help who comes here. Unfortunately, I wish I could. But we about to end all of that stuff because I'm taking this shit to the UGC platform, and you got to have permission to get in there. And as soon as I go live on there, we going buck ass hamburger wild on there. That's what we're going to do. Because YouTube and these other platforms are, they could pull the rug from underneath you at any moment, and ain't nobody going to cancel me when I'm paying my own bill. Period. So your level up, UGC, is really in letting go. Stop displacing your compassion. That's how you level up. You can't level up by this, right? According to them, we ain't working with none of this. We're not triggering the animal instinct in them. If you're not cute enough, you don't trigger that in them. That's just what it is. But you can still mind your business. You can still be about your bottom line. And you can do that with eloquence and grace and humor and big personalities. You can do all of that. In an old video, you mentioned you thought about doing a live guided meditation. Can you do that for the UGC site? Absolutely. I'm glad you reminded me of that. We're going to do that. We're going to do all of that. We're going to be digging deep into our spirituality. It's just for us. It's just for us. It's not for these contrary assholes who think they got one up. They there too. It's like, I ain't really got your problem, but I like you and all that. I give you a clap. Them hoes be, I give you a thumbs up, so I ain't really got all that going on. I'm straight, but I like what you say. And well, I'm glad you like me. That makes me feel great that you like me. That bullshit. Thank you, Marcia, for the donation. FYI, men are fine going on coffee dates with women wearing slippers. All they want to do is see if you're compatible. What's wrong with men concerned with losing time and money on women who may not be compatible? Nobody wants to take a loss. Nobody wants to take a loss. And some men already, won't admit it, but they feel like they're losing even before they spend time with you. If you're not they type, it's a loss. Listen, can we be honest? A lot of us ain't the dudes types that we chasing. We ain't the dudes type that we with. There's a whole lot of that. And every now and then they may tell you verbatim, or they may treat you like it. And you gotta go, oh nigga, wait, what? Oh, you trying to handle me like this? Bet, I got you. Instead of trying to be underneath his shoe and begging for time and all that kind of stuff, you're supposed to take a mental note and go, oh, okay, well, now that I got the memo of where I stand, now that I know what I'm working with, thank you for the memo. A lot of us waste a lot of time. Listen, you want the UGC, what do we say on this channel? We want the rejection to come fast. I don't want a slow rejection. I don't even need the coffee. You don't even have to spend the $5 or the $7 on the fucking grande at goddamn Starbucks to give me no rejection letter. I want my pink slip up front. Up front. And guess what, UGC? When you're unattractive, you really do get a pink slip up front. We walk with our pink slips in our bags. We always fired. Wherever the hell we go. So, and for that reason, this is why I say you ain't got to be self-conscious about nothing that you want. Some of y'all scared because y'all think somebody gonna run away and he already gone. Mentally, he's already gone. And you got to reel him back in with mind fuck. You got to reel him back in with not giving a fuck and all kinds of tripped up tricks and Lucky Charm shit going on we got to do. Just to get $2 out of the 10 that he got. But it's not for you to feel bad. All of this stuff, we're admitting all this stuff, not for you to want to jump off a goddamn bridge. This stuff is supposed to free you. So when you in a nigga face, you ain't like, oh, what I gotta do to make this dude like me? You ain't gotta do all that. You just gotta sit back and go, yeah. Right, oh. Yeah. Oh, I think you're beautiful. Really? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm good to know. Good to know how you feel. Okay. This is about not feeling bad about yourself. This is about facing the cold, hard facts of life. Just facing the truth. And the game is better when you know you're in a game. The truth is, what the truth is, air quotes, what the truth is simply knowing that you're in a game. And when you know you're in a game, then you can play. Then you can play to win. But a lot of us pretend, we don't know we're in a game. We don't know we're getting set up to be scammed. We don't know the dude really think we low ball, low hanging fruit. He really we just busy work, something to pass the time, or he feeling rejected, or he want to try something out on your vagina so that when, he get all his courage, his what do you call it? His amateur night at the Apollo, he get all that shit out on you, so then when he get to the next shit, he know what he doing. It's all that. We experimental vaginas out here for a lot of these motherfuckers. Your whole vagina, your whole life is a goddamn petri dish for a lot of these motherfuckers. And you sit there, I hope he like me, I hope he like me, when you're a goddamn science experiment. Woo! It's time for me to go. It's time for me to go. So when you come to accept all of this, it becomes fun talking to people. And I'm not just talking about men too. I'm talking about these bitch ass girls too. These nothing ass friends that you got too that be trying to scam you too. You know how to handle them also. With they sometimey convoluted friendships. These little fake ass friendships you have, you know how to handle them too. Like, this bitch trying me? Really? Really? And you be able to tally up and keep scoring their ass too. And then you won't have this conflict about, should I still be her friend? Should I still be her friend, Salkis, or should I ditch her? She done fucked your man, stole your money, slept in your house rent-free for 6 months, and you don't know, well, Salkis, should we still be friends? She was there for me, since the 5th grade, even though she screwed my man, but, I knew her longer than I knew him. So really, my alliance really sucked, because I think my alliance should be with her since I've known her longer than I knew him. Hello. All right, y'all. So, woo, we got 229 people in here. Can I get some likes? Can the nigger girl get some likes? Can the talking monkey get a little like, get a little free thumbs up to help the channel? Subscriptions would be nice. All of that. If I'm helping you in any way, and I know I'm helping you dudes too. A lot of you dudes are honorary UGC members. A lot of you dudes, y'all have ding-a-lings, but y'all getting something out of this thing too. I'm helping change your life also. This is what black women do. We heal everybody. All the women y'all reject and say ain't this or ain't that. We the ones that mend the wounded birds of the world. We help everybody become strong enough to diss us. That's what we do. We get you back on your feet and then you ride on. We get you back on your feet, then you ride on. That's what y'all do. It's okay. Because you're going to come back. You're going to come back with your tail between your legs. So good, you were right. So good. I wish I could give several likes. Thank you, Miss Infinity. Get them likes up, man. Get the likes up. Before y'all go, jump on over to who y'all go to? The Samuels dude and whoever else out there. I know you're gonna hop on over there next. Before y'all do that, give me a like. Yes, become a member of the site. If you have a vagina, you're a black woman, we welcome you. We welcome you. What do we call it when neither want to get married? Her parents never did, but still together, so they don't believe in marriage. What do you call it? You just call it somebody who just doesn't believe in marriage. You don't try to force nobody like that into marriage. That's just if you're talking about yourself, your parents weren't married, and you don't believe in it. It's your right. It's your right not to believe in it. I'm just of the conclusion. My supposition about all of that is you could not be married, but if you're having sex with men, you're putting yourself in a vulnerable position, both mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially. Anyway, you are bonding yourself anyway. That's just my take on it. So I'm saying if you're going to divest from marriage, I think you should divest from having sex too. Like let it all go. You don't want the headache of marriage, then you don't want the headache of men either, because it's the same headache. Whether you have the piece of paper or not, you're getting headaches. You're getting migraines, you're getting yeast infections, you're getting cysts, endometriosis, hormone imbalances, chin hair, all kinds of shit dealing with men. All kinds of stuff. Thank you, Ebony, for the donation. Can we as women at least agree not to go on these dates with men we have no romantic, sexual intentions, since we want them to invest time, effort, and money? No. You don't have to have sexual intentions or even romantic intentions with somebody that you're dating. A date is to find out who he is. A date is to find out if you want to fuck him or want to have romance with him. You don't know yet. You don't know yet. You don't have to predetermine that. You don't, because he's spending money on you, you have to predetermine, oh, I do want to fuck him. So I'm not going to feel guilty about him buying me a sandwich because in my mind I've already determined that I want to fuck him. You don't have to come to that conclusion when you're dating somebody. A date is simply to get to know. Under an atmosphere that's fun, that's exciting, fun, or whatever it is. Whatever it is. But you don't have to predetermine nothing, and you shouldn't. Dealing with men, you predetermine what you like and you want romance. Mistake. A mistake. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts, guys, on Kevin Samuels just turned into his videos a few days ago. I don't have no thoughts on any of that. I think what he's doing, he's servicing people, and obviously he's got a lot of viewers, and a lot of women watch him. So there's something in it that's valuable. That's all I got to say on that. There's something that he's doing, maybe because he's cute. I don't know, well dressed or whatever. You know, we appearances. This is what this whole talk was about, right? Appearances and the theater of appearances and the assumption that people are better than us because of the theater and the presentation that they put forth. You know, authority is assumed. Authority is assumed. So, but there must be benefit to it. That's all I got to say on that. You said he's tiny. Uh-oh. 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 After he treats you well for a while, you start to be attracted. Yeah, it don't take hard for a woman to fall in love. You just gotta treat her nice. Even if you don't like the way you look. Listen, ladies, can we talk for real? Dudes ain't like us. We can love men who we not attracted to. Women can do that. We can do that. We can love men who don't sexually satisfy us. We can do that too. We can put a lot of stuff to the curb. Like, well, you know, his dick is limp, but he's so sweet. He only get it up sometimes, but you know, he treats me good. You know, he's a good guy. I love him. And he have a dead dick all day long, but I love him. That's what we do. It ain't hard to love nobody who's flawed. Nobody. How about what? How about you take your hand and lotion out to a date? Thank you, Felicia. I appreciate you too. Y'all have been generous with your time, and I thank y'all for coming on here. Thanks, Dee. Thanks, my admins. Just Be Real, Rosemary. You said I'm not exotic. UGC seems right for me. Come on in then. Come on over. Come on over. How about? All right, y'all. So I guess we've come to the end. We've come to the end, and I appreciate y'all rocking with me for this time. For those of you who ain't members, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that. Next live, let's not mention any other YouTuber. You guys are great to chat with. Yeah, that would be great. If I could get through one live without somebody plugging somebody else's channel, who clearly doesn't need. I need the plug. I'm the one with the least amount of subscribers and all these other people. I need you guys plugging me. But when you go to these other lives, you don't plug me. You don't mention me at all. And every time I go live, I got to hear about what you think about this dude and this dude and this dude and that dude. I'm like, are y'all talking about me? In these chat rooms, are y'all mentioning my name? That's all I want to know. The same way y'all mention these other people, I need every time you drop a name here, drop my name over there. Please. Thank you, so, because this was my first time catching a full live stream from you. Thoroughly enjoyed it, and we'll be joining the site. Yay! Yes, say my name, Sulcus. Say my name. All right, y'all, let me go. I got stuff to ship off and everything. Go to the art sites, iloveherart.com, and pick up something special. I know some of y'all got sponsors out here. You get in your car, no paid and all that. Go ahead and pick up an art piece too. Put your sponsors to work. Let them get what you want. This is what you got to sponsor for, to get what you want, not just to pay a bill. You have men in your life so you can get what you want. Men are in your life so you can get what you want. Period. All right, I'm out, y'all. Thanks for the donations and everything too. I really appreciate it. Y'all helping support the channel. That's right, Cash App. Cash App is always accepted. My Cash App is always live. Drop a little 5, 10, 20, 50, 100, whatever you're working with for the collection plate. Let's do that. Let's do that. Y'all, we're gonna have fun in UGC. We're gonna have fun in UGC because we're not gonna be scared of nobody. We're not afraid of nobody. All right, y'all, I'm out. Peace.